Hello guys, welcome to Vipin Coding. In this video, we will learn concept of object-oriented programming. Right? This is our second chapter of Python for class 12th. Okay? What we will learn in this chapter, let's see. Now, understand of the chapter, the students will be able to object-oriented programming, that is OOP, classes and objects, right? Now the concept related to object-oriented programming are, let's see one by one. Object, next one is classes, third one is encapsulation, next is data hiding, next one is abstract, next one is polymorphism, and next one is inheritance. We will discuss all these in detail in next videos and in this video too. Know about advantages of object-oriented programming over earlier programming, right? Methodologies. Okay, now let's see now what is object-oriented programming, right? An object-oriented programming, that is O, we can say, is a programming language model which is organized around us and objects rather than actions, rather than data, rather than logic. Before the introduction of the object-oriented programming, paradigm, a program was viewed as a logic procedure that takes input data, process it, and produces output. But in case of object-oriented programming, a problem is viewed in terms of objects rather than procedure for doing it, right? Now the questions arises, what is an object? Now let's see what is an object. We will discuss about it. An object can be anything that we notice around us. It can be a person described by name, address, date of birth, etc. Objects can be anything, right? It can be described by name, address, date of birth, anything, and so on, right? So, in fact, it can be an identity or identifiable entity, right? The whole idea behind an object-oriented programming, object-oriented model is to take programming close to real world, thereby making it a very natural way of programming. The core of pure object-oriented programming is to combine into a single unit both data and functions or methods that operate on that data, right? Now, guys, if you are new here, then please subscribe our channel. Now, do you know what is or which is the first object-oriented programming language? If not, then I'll tell you. The first language is Simula. Okay, Simula was the first object-oriented programming language. Okay, Simula was the first OOP language. Okay, Java, Python, C++, Visual Basics, .NET and Ruby are the most popular object-oriented programming languages today. Okay. Now, let's see the basics of concept of object-oriented programming language. Okay. Number one is objects. Number two, classes. We have already discussed these things above. Number three, encapsulation. Number four is abstract. Number five is data hiding. Number six is polymorphism. Okay, and number 7 is inheritance. We will discuss all these concepts one by one in detail. Okay, now first one is objects. Now, what is object and what do you mean by object? Let's see. An object is the basic key concept of object oriented programming. As mentioned up before, it can be anything. Okay, around. Sorry guys, please check the spelling of around. I have misspelled, so you can change it. Around us, a person, place, any activity, or any other identity or identifiable entity. Okay, every object oriented programming or every object is characterized by let's see, number 1, identity. Okay, this is the name that identity that identify an object. For example, a student is the name given to anybody let's see, who is pursuing a course, right? For example, a student is the name given to anybody who is pursuing a course. Or an iPhone is a mobile phone that has been launched by Apple. Okay, now next one is properties. Okay, objects is characterized by identity, properties. These are the features or attributes of the objects. For example, a student will have his name, is address, classes, date of birth, anything, etc. as his attributes or properties. Okay, a mobile phone has model, color, price as its properties. Okay, now third point is that can be let's see, behavior. Okay, the behavior of an object signifies what all functions are, what all functions an object can perform. For example, students can pass or fail, okay, the examination. A mobile phone can click and store photographs, like a behavior like a camera. Okay, it behaves like a camera. Okay, so let's see, an object clearly defines an entity in terms of its properties and behavior. Okay, consider an example of an object. Windows mobile phone. This phone has certain properties, right, and certain functions which are different from any other mobile phone. Okay, say an Android phone. Okay, both are mobile phone and so possesses common features that every mobile uh, phone should have, but yet they have their own properties and behavior. Okay, the data of a particular object can be accessed by functions associated with it, with that object only. The functions of one object cannot access the data of another object. Okay, so guys, we have discussed our first point in this video. In our next video we will discuss about classes. Next point our is encapsulation and after that we will discuss data hiding and many more points so we have discussed in this video. Okay, thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel if you are new here and share to your friends also. Thanks for watching.